Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to share with you this idea of dreamstorming. You may have heard of it. My wife and I stumbled upon this word several months ago, and we've been giving it a go, and I wanted to share a little bit with you about it. We think it's pretty neat. So I've compiled this little PowerPoint presentation and titled it How to Find Your Purpose and Direction in Your Life. Of course, this is a bold claim, and I don't assume or presume to know how you can find purpose and direction in your life. But it certainly has pointed us in the right direction and made us feel a little bit better about some of these issues, right? That I think a lot of people suffer with. This idea of a job that really just depletes you, and your children taking up all of your time. In the background, you have these to-do lists, things around the house, projects, what have you, constantly worrying about, money and time in the day. Where does it all go, right? And just this general source of stress and these other pressures that are coming at you from different angles, whatever they may be. Kind of at the end of the day, you're left with, well, not much, right? And so it begs kind of this bigger question of what is my purpose and what is that best part of me that I have to give to myself and to other people, right? And Dreamstorming kind of claims to get at these two questions. And they do so apparently by this idea of self-discovery, right? Finding and uncovering your core values. What is most important to you? And that's done through setting up actionable goals for yourself. So dreamstorming, brainstorming, right? Brainstorming your dreams. So it's this idea of sitting down and just kind of brainstorming some actionable goals that are maybe small or big in your life. I mean, you can swing big for sure, or you can do something really small. You can focus on a particular part of your life, like work, or you can think of comprehensive life reforms in all areas. For example, money and your social life and whatnot. So my wife and I sat down and we started with this question. If you had no limitations, what is it that we would do, right? And so I'll flip that question to you. What would you do if you had no limitations at all? And so some of the things that we came up with, of course, they're within the realm of possibility, right? Like living abroad. This is something that's really important to us. Get my master's degree. Do more yoga. Save more money each month. Read more. And of course, I think a lot of people can relate to this one. Use your phone less during the day. And these DVDs that have been sitting in the basement for way too long, VHS sitting in the basement for way too long, can I convert them to DVDs or some type of digital format, right? So we just kind of came up with this random list of ideas. And that's really like the place to start. So you'll want to get out a pencil and paper or pen and just start to write some of your ideas down. And if you're working alone, you can just kind of validate those yourself. You want to think about them every couple of days and then revisit them and revise them before you settle on a definitive list. But if you're with a significant other, you can certainly share these with one another and kind of revise them a little bit together. And then you'll transfer them to the Dreamstorm Planner. And this is something that we came up with that has nice categories, color-coded, and some ideas for you to get started. So if you're having trouble actually coming up with ideas, you can use the Dreamstorm Planner to help inspire you with some things. But here's the cool part. You're going to print this out after you customize it, and you're going to hang it on maybe your bathroom mirror or some place that you frequent during the day, because a place that you constantly will see this list, right? It'll be staring at you. And the goal is for it to kind of permeate into your consciousness on a daily basis. So it's the first thing you see in the morning, last thing you see when you go to bed, maybe you're around the house in the evening or what have you. And it just kind of is there. And it'll slowly start to kind of, like I said, seep into your conscious decision making and thoughts. And so what that means is you can turn those into actionable goals. I mean, they're just goals, right? But you can act on them more on a daily basis or weekly basis. Because so often I have these goals in my mind, but I don't ever see them, and so I kind of forget them, right? Whereas if it's right in front of you, you can work to work towards those in a more tangible way. And so it's this idea of feeling fulfillment and purpose after several months. It's a great feeling to revisit those goals quarterly or monthly or whatever you have and say, okay, where am I at? How much progress have I made? And you'll be surprised at how much progress can actually be made on these goals. I can't say all my goals are done within 3 months, or my wife and I goals, our goals in 3 months or so of having done this. But we're definitely I'm reading more, for example. I'm cognizant of using the phone less, and so I still use it, but I think it's less, right? We have made conscious efforts to save more each month. That was a really tangible one. So we're putting X number of dollars more per month in our savings account. My wife's doing more yoga, and actually, interestingly, something at work is happening with possibly going abroad. So these are permeating and kind of floating to the surface on a daily basis. So just wanted to share that with you. I will put the link to the Dreamstorm Planner in the description below, so check that out, and hope this has helped. Thanks.